Good afternoon. Is it? No, good morning.
Is it still good morning? It
It's
is still good
morning.
morning. How
Did we
are you,
talk so
Lisa?
much that we talked into the afternoon before
Yeah,
we
right.
actually started recording?
Well, I mean, that is definitely plausible.
It's most definitely plausible. It's like, what meme did I see? There's like something about whenever I say I'm going to say goodbye to my friend or whatever, and they're like, okay, well, bye, love you, see you. Oh my
Oh,
gosh, do
by
you
the
remember
way,
this? Blah, blah, blah. Or, oh, that I got to see that dress that you said you were going to show me, and it just keeps going and going. And I'm like, yep, that's how we are.
yep, I can certainly relate to that. It's funny because every time we're at like a get together or whatever, I think Erwin gives me the sign we want to leave, but he always tells me about half an hour before he actually wants to leave because
Because
it
he
takes me
knows.
at least that long to say, to make the rounds and say goodbye to everybody. And I don't want to be rude, you know? Do you know what
Oh,
I mean?
yeah. Yeah.
That
But
would
I
just be
mean,
rude if you just
sometimes
left without saying goodbye.
I know, sometimes you have to just say goodbye and go
I
or
think it
like wave
depends.
across the room.
Yeah, it depends on how many people are there. I mean, if it's a bigger get together, it's a lot different, but
Yeah,
certainly you would want to go to the hosts and say thank you
definitely.
and,
Yes,
all that.
definitely. Well, I
Yeah.
think I can't imagine how that would be if you were trying to say goodbye to everybody at a party because just you and me trying to say goodbye to each other, it takes a very long time. And sometimes it's like, okay, bye. We just have
Yeah.
to hang up.
You just got to go or you get dragged out.
That's a good sign though, right? I think it's a good sign that we enjoy each other's company.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm really gonna miss you. It's gonna be
I
so
know.
good to have you gone.
I am just going to be an ocean away.
Oh, only an ocean away. You're kind of an ocean away right now. Just
That's
a
true. But a
part
bigger
of the
ocean,
ocean.
the
Yeah.
other ocean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, tell everybody where you're going, what you're doing.
Well, we are lucky to be able to go to Spain and France for a little R&R, which is awesome. Yeah.
Jealous. Just a little jealous.
So, going to be in Valencia for about a week, and then we're popping up to Madrid for about 4 days, and then finishing off our trip with another week in the south of France. So, yeah, so grateful and very very lucky to be able to do that
Wonderful.
and enjoy some good food because that's for me the absolute best part of any travel that I do is aside from meeting all the wonderful people, it's all about the food for us. I mean,
Definitely.
the historical stuff is really interesting, but you know, I'm
Yeah.
much more about, hey, let's go check out all the grocery stores. Let's go check out all the bakeries. Let's go check out all the food markets. Let's go. That's my
Yeah.
idea of a cool trip. And then, of course, all of if I'm bringing back anything at all, it's usually food related
Yeah.
or baking related
An
for sure.
extra suitcase for your food products for baking.
Yeah, pretty much. And I've had a couple, like just FYI, just a tip for anybody who's thinking about bringing back flour from Europe or wherever, or anything that's a powder. Make sure you take it out when you're going through security because it looks like something completely different when you're going through security and the X-ray machines. So just take it out, put it in the bins
Even if
before you
it's
go
in
through.
like a packaging.
Because it shows up as like it'll come
Oh,
across on the X-ray machines as like a liquid
like 3 kilograms of
or of
something.
another white powder. Exactly. So it's just you're just safer doing that.
Okay.
Fewer questions, fewer hangups.
Are you, I think that the flour that you get over there is a lot better for people who have any kind of gluten allergies, hey?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think their dairy and their flour and things like eggs, all that kind of stuff. Like we think we have a lot of regulations here in Canada and North America in general,
Yeah.
but in Europe they have such stringent,
Yeah.
stringent. What's the word I'm looking for?
Regulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Regulations around what they can use, how they harvest, like the quality things that they have to abide by
Yeah.
and produce to. Yeah, definitely a lot higher standards for a lot of their things. And I
Yeah.
think that's what you can tell the difference. You
Yeah,
can
definitely.
You can definitely taste the difference when you're over there in terms of what you're eating and how you're feeling too. Like in Italy, you can eat pasta all the time and not feel that bloat that sometimes you could feel here if all
Sounds
you're
good to
eating is
me.
pasta,
I'd
right?
be happy
So
to do that.
yeah, or maybe you're just a little bit more relaxed, so your body's processing things better. I don't
Maybe.
know. Maybe
Who
there's a
knows?
science behind there. Who
Yeah,
knows?
the science is relaxation.
Or you're walking so much. Like we walk a lot when we're
Yeah,
away. Like we're
yeah.
doing minimally probably 20,000 steps
Mhm.
every day
Yeah.
when we're away, which is good. And so that way there's like, you can eat
Yeah.
something. You don't have to, there's no, well, there shouldn't be any calorie counting when you're away
It
anyway,
shouldn't.
but there's definitely a whole lot less guilt because you've been
Yeah,
walking
walking
all the
so
time.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like that in Disney for us too, because we were
Yeah,
walking all day long and all I wanted to eat was pasta, which was
for
funny.
sure.
I hardly
The,
ever eat pasta.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to Spain, especially because I could graze all day anyway. I love that style
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
eating. I love like charcuterie boards. I love tapas. I love just, picking and choosing different things and
Yeah.
little small
Yeah, me
plates.
too.
And
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Sounds wonderful. Well, we hope you have a
mhm.
really, really great trip.
Thank
And
you.
while you are away, the Great Canadian Baking Show is going to be starting season 9.
I did.
And so our fabulous Baker Boys are going to be joining me for the first few weeks to do our scrap recap. So super excited about that. Really stressed about fitting in all the things that we're planning for this fall, but it's going to be so much fun to chat with them and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm super excited that they posted the technical challenge for week 1 of the Great Canadian Baking Show. So,
Same here. Bolo de Sonora, which,
Bolo de Sonora.
oh my goodness, I made the cake part yesterday. I've got to tell you, it is incredible. And I'm sad because it contains orange and my husband's allergic to orange. So it's a no-go in our house normally. He's not here right now. He's already in Europe. I'm flying over to meet up with him in a bit. But this cake is
Can't wait.
so incredibly delicious.
I'm
So
going to be working on mine as soon as we finish recording this. So,
cool. And then we're going to post on Thursday
yes.
are the final results of,
Yep.
of what we came up with. So stay
Everybody
tuned.
should go ahead and go to the Great Canadian Baking Show Instagram page or Facebook page, or go to the CBC website that has the Great Canadian Baking Show on it. They have posted the recipe. They want everybody to tag them with a hashtag GCBS Bake Along. I believe
Hmm.
that's the tag that they want to use. So if you want to try doing a technical recipe from the Great Canadian Baking Show, please go find that. It's called what was it? Bolo de Sonora?
Bolo de Sonora,
Bolo de Sonora.
which is like a Brazilian carrot cake. And it's so delicious, so worth it. And, all the fancy stuff, like you probably don't even need to do like if you were overwhelmed by tempering chocolate and doing the candied carrots, you can certainly just do the cake on its own and then just do the chocolate glaze for the top.
Mhm. You don't need to do the extras.
You don't do need to do the extras. I think the cake on its own with the chocolate covering would be is like just such a delight. And then the other stuff's just lipstick.
Not on a pig this time, but just
Definitely not on a pig. It is unless you're having some lovely prosciutto or something like that or Iberian
yes,
ham, then
that's a legitimate actual pig. Yes.
yes. And that's totally good. But
Yeah,
oh my goodness, the cake itself is so fantastic for words. And I think
I'm
even
looking
Kyla
forward to it.
mentioned it's like a standard in her house now.
Nice.
Totally. Yeah. And I totally understand it from just having a little scrap of it yesterday. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so good.
Well, I can't wait and
So
looking
make
forward to
sure you
seeing.
bake it.
Yes, bake it and definitely post them and let us tag us too. Tag us along with the CBC baking show.
Sure.
Why not, right?
Well, you know what? I'll see if I can tag it. And actually, if you want to see somebody actually make it,
Well
Sheldon,
then,
who was in
three,
season
four,
three,
three,
three.
three.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I should know
Oh
this.
my goodness. I know
Sorry,
there was
Sheldon.
sorry, Sir Sheldon, but Fantastic. He's got a great YouTube video, and I'll see if I can actually link it on our Instagram page. So you can actually just go directly to the link there. And I think he's got everything tagged there too. So it's easy to go through and you can see him do it. And he actually has done it with an immersion blender instead of putting it
Yeah.
into like a regular
Season
blender.
4. Oh
Season
gosh.
4. We should
So
know
we
that.
should know that.
We should
Oh,
totally
the
know
boys
that.
are gonna. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we should know that.
Too many great bakers
Too
to
many
keep
great
track of.
bakers. Yeah, Larry would have our heads for not knowing that. Anyway,
Totally. Anyhow,
sorry, Sheldon. We appreciate that. Anyway, all right. You are going to be gone, but you're going to be that much closer to our next fabulous guest geographically.
totally.
How is that for a
Kind of.
segue? Do you like it?
Kind of. Yeah, a
Closer
little.
than you are right now.
Closer than where we are now. Correct. But we have such an incredible treat for everybody today. And if you are fans of Great Canadian, or not the Canadian,
Oh,
oops,
no,
I'm
the
on vacation
OG.
mode already.
I
Uh,
know.
the Great British Bake Off. You would never have forgotten this baker, even though he unfortunately went home after week 1, but he left such a mark on his season, which was season number 14.
Don't ask me. I think so. We did discuss it, but I can't
We
remember.
did,
I'm not
but
even going to make a guess. I got Sheldon wrong. So
13 or 14, after season 3, does it really matter what season it was? They're all
most recent
fantastic.
season.
Anyway, Amos Lilley is our guest for Baking Scraps today, and he is truly the loveliest gem. And I could have talked
Joyful.
to him. I could talk to him for forever. And I hope you guys enjoy it because he's such a treat.
Yes, please enjoy and welcome Amos Lilley.
Yeah, we're on.
Yay!
Yay!
How are you? I knew this was going to be such a fun conversation, and it's not disappointing even from the start. This is so awesome. So
Yes.
Oh,
wonderful to
bless
have
you. Thank
you.
you so much. Thank
You're just
you.
exploding off our screen. That's great.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're so expressive.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, but sometimes that's a bad advantage because if I don't like something, you can see it on my face.
Hey, you know what? You are who you are, and I think that is a beautiful thing to be.
Definitely.
Oh,
So you don't
thank
want to
you.
be anybody else except for you,
No, I can't
right?
be anyone else anyway.
There you go. Well, we're
We don't
happy.
want you to.
We're happy about that.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. It's so nice to actually be here.
Yeah. Here you
Well,
are in Canada.
yes.
Well, oh my gosh, whereabouts are you guys? Because my sister lives in Toronto, so I know
Oh,
I go to Canada quite a
that's
We're
very
on the
bit.
other
cool.
side.
We're on the West Coast.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm just
okay.
outside of Vancouver, and then Lisa is on Vancouver Island.
Yeah,
I
in
love
Victoria.
Vancouver. I went for the first time 2 years ago. It's a totally different place.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Hmm.
It's
Yes, you should
it's
come
awesome.
back.
Well, if you ever come back again, you must ring us. So
definitely,
it'd be
definitely. Yeah.
very, very wonderful to connect up with you in real life.
Hmm.
So
So why don't you introduce yourself to everybody? Tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are before Bake Off.
Okay, so I'm Amos. I've always been, well, originally I was an actor. So, well, I still am an actor. I find it hard to say I'm an actor because I've not done anything in ages. So
I'm
I've
with
always
you
been,
on that same.
yeah, it's like, am I allowed to still call myself an actor? Well, someone
absolutely.
said to me, yes,
Absolutely.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've always been involved in the arts, and I'm a creative person. Um, I'm originally from Nottingham in the UK, which is Robin Hood country.
Yes.
And then I moved to London with the bright lights of the city to be an actor because, yay! And the hard life hit me, but I loved London so much that I stayed there for 20 years. And then I finally just come back to Nottingham to start the
Oh,
business of my baking. That was a bit
oh,
weird.
wonderful. So how did you
Amazing.
start baking? How did that become something that you were interested in? Just a continuation of your artistic expression?
It's bizarre in the fact that my mum was a home economics teacher. So I would go as a young child into school, and she'd be into a girls' school, and I could eat everything. And I'd go home, and my mum would say, "What do you want?" And she would literally whip up any single thing I would say.
Wow.
I never baked for ages until I was 20 because there's no need. But what I realized is I was obviously taking it all in because I created this raw talent for baking. A bit different to my mum. My mum's style was, throw it in, it'll be fine. Whereas I, whereas I've learned you do have to be a bit rigid and a bit, yeah, you have to listen to it.
Yeah, a bit of science behind it. Yeah,
Yes.
Exactly. If you
bit of
want the
work.
same result, that is.
Yes.
Consistency. Yeah, if consistency is important.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where my love of baking. The main thing is I love cake. So
Yeah.
it
I mean,
was
hey, why
Who
not?
yeah,
doesn't?
exactly. And if
Let's
they
be honest.
don't, then I'm very wary of you, whoever doesn't like cake. So yeah,
So
that's
you
how
had
my
to make yourself some cake, basically.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I was bored of buying cake. I was bored of not getting the cake I wanted.
Mhm.
So I decided to bake for friends and things like that. And then, yeah, it just rolled on from there.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the first thing you ever baked?
It, not really. It's all a blur. I remember the first celebrational cake I made,
Okay.
and I jumped straight in, and it was a vegan chocolate orange cake for my
You
friend.
jumped straight
Oh.
into vegan?
I know.
Ah, well, that's
Go big
impressive.
or go home. Go
Hmm.
big or go home, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And how did it
exactly.
go?
Yeah, it was okay. I look back at the pictures now and I think, oh my God, but it was okay. It tasted of chocolate and orange and it looked amazing. Obviously, the finesse wasn't there that I think I have today, but it really went well. And I just love sweet treats, but it's really disabled me in going out now. I used to always get dessert. I can't get dessert now. I'm like, oh no, I've
Yeah.
got some brownies at home.
Right.
Well,
And it
isn't
doesn't
that
taste as good as what you make at home often.
Yeah, that's so
Exactly.
true. I completely agree with you 100%. It's a lot more difficult to enjoy dessert when
Hmm.
you're out.
Well, like
Mm.
when we went to the Empress, Christina, when you were
Yeah.
visiting us. So we went to the Empress Hotel because in Victoria we have a lot of sort of touristy places, and the Empress Hotel is very, very big tourist attraction, and you can go and have high
Okay.
tea at the Empress. So we went out together and had high tea, and of course we were dissecting all the desserts. Which was really
Yeah.
fun. Pretended we were judges on Bake Off.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. But that's the thing. You're more judgmental. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And but when you find that dessert, you praise it because you're like,
Absolutely.
I can't make this. One, I
Hmm.
haven't got the patience to make this. So I love that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. So
absolutely. Yeah,
how
you
would
do
you
have
just
a
go
Oh,
ahead?
sorry. I was just going to say you do have a huge appreciation for something that's been beautifully constructed and pulled together and super well balanced. And I mean, it's just magic, right?
Mm.
It
When you
really
make that.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's nice within yourself as well because you found something that you can't make or you wouldn't make, and it's finding a creative in someone else that you just, oh, how did you
Yeah.
do that? I love it.
Mhm.
I'll be back for this.
Yeah,
Yes, the
absolutely.
appreciation for the talent and the
Mm,
creativity. So you
yes.
say that you don't have the patience. So how would you describe yourself as a baker?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How would I? Yeah, yeah. That.
Ah.
Um, I don't know. I think pretty. It's really weird. I've come to the realization that I like pretty, and not
Hmm.
just aesthetically. It needs to taste pretty. It needs to taste exactly how it looks.
Yeah.
I love old school pastel colors and
Mm.
just proper ornate big celebrational cakes.
Right.
Also, they have to taste like they look. That's a big thing for me. If it's pink and looking all nice, and it needs to taste exactly like that unctuous pastel color that I'm looking at.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
I love
Pretty
it.
is a great way. to
Yeah.
describe yourself.
So you love the big Victorian Lambeth style, pretty, like all the
Yes,
swaggy
yes.
cakes and things like
And,
that.
and
Yeah,
that
that are
and that's
really,
and that's a cake that I look at often. I can do them, but I haven't got the patience often, and I can't. It's so intricate, and then I can do something, but then the other loop will be not matching, and then it's all put it out. So yeah, I appreciate people that can really do those sort of cakes.
yeah, they are like when you see them on Instagram, because they've certainly made a huge comeback. I mean, that used to be very, very
Yeah.
popular for wedding cakes back in like the 70s and the 80s even, right? And then we
Mm,
kind of got away from that to the nice aesthetically like cleaner looking
Clean
cakes,
lines,
that
yeah.
kind of stuff.
yeah.
And now it's starting to make that wave back to, these beautifully ornate and gorgeously decorated cakes. And there are so many incredible bakers on Instagram that just are incredible. They blow
Oh,
my mind because I'm kind of with you. I don't think I have that patience to do all the, scrolls and the, you know,
Swags and
all
swoops
of
and
the, all of
sweeps
those
and
things.
swoopy doops.
yeah, yeah.
But I
Swoops, swags.
huge appreciation and yeah, full credit to people who do have that patience, because it's
It's
stunning
such a
and
skill.
works.
It's such a skill because you have to get so symmetrical. One little bit out and it just looks off
Yeah,
because the
Yeah.
whole cake is all symmetrical. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
100%.
absolutely,
Yeah, I used to
absolutely.
just hate when this trend came back of the Lambeth cakes. I was like, oh, I hate them so much. And now I really like them. And I'm just like, this is what we've said before. I'm very wishy-washy, apparently. I change my mind
I'm the
all the
This
same.
is
I am the
nothing.
same.
This is
My
nothing
friends
new.
and everyone says to me like, "But you said that last week." I went, "Oh, well, I've changed now."
Yeah, exactly. I
No,
guess I just,
but
it's good to accept that. Just be like, yeah, all right, I'll change my mind, whatever.
that's
It's my
prerogative.
prerogative, right?
It's your prerogative to be able to do that, right? Because you know what?
Yeah.
You might see something that you're like, okay, I have a whole new appreciation for that, or the skill, or all of the things behind that, right? Where maybe the first time you see something, you're like, sure, right? And
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
it's like, it's like anything. You try
That's the
something
same
new.
with miso soup for me. First
Oh,
time I tried miso soup,
Okay.
I really didn't like it. And then the next time I went out for sushi, I was like kind of craving miso soup. It just
At least I think we share the same life because that is exactly me as well. I was like,
really.
miso soup. I don't do soup, and then I went to the supermarket ages ago and I saw some and I went, oh, I could actually take it home and do it. Oh yeah, maybe.
there you go. That's hilarious.
Well, I'm glad that somebody's like me changing their mind. It's enjoyable. You want to be able to enjoy all the things in life. So, if you try something and you don't like it one day, who knows? Maybe you might like it the next day.
Yeah. And
So
a lot of times it depends on who you're with, who you're sharing it with too.
true.
Yeah.
Because if you have a good experience with somebody while you're enjoying that thing for the first time, or the second time you try it again, it is, oh yeah, it just
The
it's
association is
different.
good.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Great. So, was it always your aspiration to be on the Great British Bake Off?
And no, as I said, I was an actor. My
Yes.
my life, I live and breathed everything acting. I was
Stage
yeah,
or
that was
film?
more film.
Okay.
I did a couple of ads, so it was by default that it was more film and media that I wanted to go into. That still is my passion, and but that's what drove me. That's what sent me to London. All my adolescence, that was my path. And then I was working in a deli, and that's when I started to do those cakes for my friends and whatever. And then it got to a point where everyone was going, "Oh my God, your cakes are amazing!" And then I thought, "Okay, thank you so much, but let's go on British Bake Off and see what they think. I want to know what they think."
Oh,
Oh, that don't you find that terrifying though? I mean, I guess not. They're just people, right? But they're
It was weird because even I've just said that, it got to a point when I was on there that I totally forgot we are being judged because you get wrapped up in this excitement of it all happening and you just think, yeah, all I've got to do is bake. No, oh no, it's a competition and two people are judging your bake in a
Yeah.
time slot.
Yeah, the time constraints and the pressure and all of that. So what made you then, so what actually, was there a catalyst that made you apply for the show? And tell us about that journey from making that decision to finally apply to how you ended up in the tent.
I can't remember there being a catalyst. I just remember thinking, why not? I'm never gonna get on. Let's just see. Let's see what happens with this. I'm a bit bored in my job. Let's just see what's gonna happen. So, and then I'm a bit like that anyway. I think that comes from being an actor and being creative. I like to jump in deep and see if I can swim. And so that's
Oh,
what I
Amos, we
did.
are the same person. Continue, continue. Don't let me interrupt.
No, no, no. And so yeah, and then I remember applying at work, and then just forgetting about it again. Being an actor, I learned to go to an audition. As soon as you leave those doors, get on with your life. If they want you, they'll call you. If not, you've forgotten. So and then I got a call to say they want to see me in the first round, and that's when I felt, oh, okay, okay. And then that's the first stage of the fear and everything because you've got to prepare something for them to see whether
Mhm.
they even want to entertain the fact that you want to be on the show. So yeah.
So did you make them cake?
I did. Well, I applied twice. So my first audition, my cake was absolutely amazing. I made I called it a queen's cake. It was a cherry and strawberry cake. And it was exactly I went with the mindset of, like I said before, of doing a really pretty cake, one that I would want to see and eat. And yeah, it was strawberry and cherries on top. I put gold dust on my cherries.
Yes.
I did this gorgeous icing on the outside, and yeah, and gold leafed everything, and it was amazing. Yeah.
Nice.
Funny enough, I don't think they wanted me to be, not wanted me to be, but I think it was too good. Not, no, that sounds conceited. Not too good. It was, I don't know. Anyway, but that was my first audition.
Okay.
It was too pretty.
That's how I interpret it. Because the second year, my bake was awful. I had a whole, yeah, I had an awful time. I thought there's no way they're going to have me this year.
Yeah,
But
but maybe, well, because it does,
Interesting.
I think they probably remembered you from the first time you auditioned.
yes,
So
yeah, yeah.
obviously they knew that you could do the really beautiful, gorgeous, pretty cakes. And
And they wanted
then,
to see if he could do ugly cakes too.
No, yes. But I think that's what I thought to myself as well. I did think to myself, oh, I think they would like to see the light and shade of my baking journey because
Mhm.
I don't think it's very rare they take someone on the first
Mm,
audition because
mhm,
they
yeah.
like to build a portfolio of someone and they got one, the good, the bad, the
Nice.
ugly.
So what did you do for the second year?
For the second year, funny enough, I did the first technical without even knowing. I did a vertical cake, which was a blood orange, and well, exactly the same one as I did in
As you
the first,
did on,
not technical signature.
yeah.
Um,
Okay.
it was so bizarre. And when I was in the audition, they must have been smiling to themselves because they obviously know what the first signature is going to be, and here's me presenting it to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And so
yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
on.
I was just
No,
going to
no.
say, so when you got the brief for the first signature, you just went, done, don't even need to do that one.
But funny enough, that someone messaged me from the catering from the food tech team, and before we got the brief, and said, "Amos, you're gonna really like this signature." I went, "Why? Why?" And then the brief came, and I went, "Oh, okay." But it kind of put extra pressure on me
I
actually.
bet.
I didn't think to myself, oh, this is a breeze. I just thought, oh my gosh, okay. I sort of winged it the first time, and now I'm going to have to actually do it.
Mhm. And probably in the time limit, right? Because when you probably
Oh,
did it the first time around, the one for your audition, you probably took more than 2.5 hours or whatever the time limit was for that
I
cake.
took a lot more, but I do remember panicking because my audition was the next day, and I've been at work, and it was like being in the tent because you have that same fear when you're going through the audition process because the competition has started as soon as you put in that application, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair.
it's true. Oh, yes.
Oh man.
Um, you
So
know, continue.
so it's 2 times lucky then. You made it
Yes.
on after that second
Yeah.
audition.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so what was it like when you finally got that phone call that you made it into the tent for
Or
the
was it a
Great British
Zoom
Bake
call? What
Off?
did you get? What did you
Like
get? A Zoom
that's
call or a
that's
phone
hard
call?
to get into.
I mean, there's lots of baking shows around the world, but that one is sort of big.
Yeah, just a little
Um,
bit.
yeah. Well, I didn't realize the severity of being on that one until after, because obviously I live in the UK and you just yeah whatever.
Right. Okay.
But sorry, what was the question again? What was
Oh,
it
well,
like
how
getting
did
the
it
call?
feel? How did it feel when
Yes,
you finally got that phone call that you were going to be
Yeah,
on?
did they call you or did they do a video
yeah.
call? Did
So
they
I
trick
was
you?
I was literally at work in the office, hating my life, hating my job, and I got the call. And with me, I don't when I'm excited, I'm excited because I don't show anything. It's bizarre. And so she was on the phone saying, Amos, I've got some exciting. You go to the tent, and I literally go, oh, okay, thank you. And she went, are you excited? I went, yeah, this is how I deal with things. And
Oh,
then
okay.
later on, all the excitement comes when I think I like to have a private moment to myself, and then, do you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I
Okay.
mean, seriously, you came on screen with us and we're like,
Yes.
so we are
So that
not as
must have meant
exciting.
it must have meant he really wasn't that excited about being here. Just saying,
No,
because he
no.
should have done this. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
great. It's
Yeah,
great
just
to be
like
here.
straight face.
yeah.
Nice to meet you. All right. But
Oh,
what makes me
amazing.
sad, what I was going to say earlier when I kept interrupting, it makes me sad because did you do the exact same signature as you did for your audition, like same flavor profile and everything, or did you
So
switch it
it's
a little bit?
same flavor profile.
Okay.
It no, actually, the first one I did in the audition was just blood orange. With this one,
Mhm.
I did chocolate and blood orange.
Mm.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Such a
So,
classic
yeah,
combination, right?
nice.
Especially British. It's a very British.
Is it considered a British thing, chocolate orange?
I just feel like chocolate
Terry's.
orange is big in the
Terry's, yeah,
UK,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
Terry's chocolate orange and yeah, yeah.
Well, your first cake you made was a chocolate orange cake,
Yep.
the vegan cake. So yeah, it's
Oh yeah.
big for you
Oh yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Exactly. Yeah.
it makes me sad because that was the only signature that we got to see you do.
I
Mhm.
know.
That makes me
Yeah.
sad. I would like you to
Yeah.
have had more chances. So,
And not only that, the fact that your journey in that tent was so short-lived. And I really, when you first started watching, you kind of look at those people that you kind of are attracted to. And you were one of those people for me for that season. It's like
Oh, thank you.
there's just some magic and spark that you brought that I thought was just really beautiful to watch you do your
Oh,
thing. And
oh,
yeah, and
thank
I
you.
was really,
It,
I was sad when you had to go home.
I mean, it was so bizarre because being an actor, I'll say it one more time. Um, when I do stuff like that, it's quite hard to be myself. Oh my God.
great. Oh, sorry,
Hello.
Ford Ford is whining, so I thought I would bring him up. Ford,
Oh,
hey.
bring him in, bring him in. Yeah, so when I did, it was weird because when I do those sort of things, normally as an actor, I find it so hard to be myself, especially on reality TV when that's the best place to be yourself. But
Hmm.
in this instance, I felt so myself. It was bizarre. Yeah, it was. I just so that came across on screen. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
That's
it was
really
lovely.
good.
You
Yeah.
were
Oh,
so lovely to watch. And yeah,
oh,
I'm really sorry that we only had that one episode that
oh,
that we can watch you do that.
Yeah.
the
So
world
was it,
needs more of me.
there you go. Well, we're trying, we're working on it. We're giving
Yeah.
them more.
Yeah.
Do you
So
know what? I'd love to. I think because I obviously can't apply for UK Bake Off again, but Canadian Bake Off because my sister is Canadian and all that. Yeah.
Maybe
I
you can come
have
and
to
live in
live here.
Toronto for a bit.
Yes, you can come and live here. Whoa, Ford.
Yes. Actually, one of our the bakers from Great Canadian Baking Show actually applied for the Great British Bake Off when he was living in England at the time. He didn't make
Oh
it, but yeah, but he
wow.
ended up winning, and that was Loic
Mhm.
that
Oh
did that.
yes, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yes, yeah,
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 so you know
yeah,
Loic, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
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 It
yeah.
really is like a big international family, isn't it? Right?
It really is. And you don't realize until you start talking to others, and do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a really big international family. And then what alerted me to how big the English one is because it's just like it's so sad. It makes me sad when I look at the winners from different places around the world, and they're winners, and yet their following and everything else is nothing compared to the UK one because everyone knows the UK one.
mhm.
Yeah, it's Paul
Yeah.
Hollywood's fault.
It's it's whose fault? Sorry, Lisa, I missed it.
Paul Hollywood.
Paul. Paul. We'll blame it on Paul. It's got to be Paul.
Everybody just, they're fascinated by Paul, whether you love him or
Yeah.
you love hate
It's
him.
the icy blue eyes.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah,
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 are
Are
they
yeah.
they are
scary?
they are they like in real life? Are they even more piercing
Seriously,
than they are?
they are the sharpest blue I've ever seen.
Wow.
Sometimes it's intimidating to look at them. Sometimes you just think, "Oh my God, are they?" Yes, they really are.
Are they? Are you sure they're not contact lenses?
No, no,
You just
they are
get
his
lost in them.
actual ex.
He's
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
husky.
you probably totally would, right? Like if I ever had the opportunity, I mean, he probably think I was completely out off my rocker because if I did get a chance to see him, I'd probably just be like gazing into his
Yeah.
eyes, right? Be like,
You've said that before, and it's so funny. Look at her face. Yeah, that would be fun. I would like to see that. I think you should move to England because you do like being over there. And
I
then,
love London
yeah,
is one of my favorite
yeah,
cities.
I think you
Yeah.
should move there for a little while and then get on the show and then get a Hollywood handshake and then I can just watch you like
Please.
flip out
I
on
wouldn't be able to
stage.
bake. I wouldn't be baking. I'd just be sitting there at my station going,
Ah,
Not because you're like you find him attractive, but just because his eyes are
his
like,
eyes. Yeah,
yeah,
totally. Just
yeah,
the eyes, really.
the
yeah.
eyes.
There is something about
The
him
eyes.
really
Yeah.
that just
Like
kind of
your
draws
eyes.
you.
Your eyes, Amos, are just, they pop as well, right? They're just, yeah.
Oh, I
They
know, no, I don't. Yeah, thank you.
You never stare into your own eyes.
Never stare into my own eyes.
you should. You should.
I should.
Too
So,
funny.
I'm
Oh.
sure that you made some good friendships in the tent.
Oh my gosh, yes. The first friendship was Christy. She was actually in my audition,
Oh.
and
Ah.
obviously we wasn't allowed to know who the other bakers are,
Mhm.
but the crew kept on leaving tidbits going, oh, you'll be surprised who's joining you.
They're
And
so
then when
sneaky.
on
They left
day
the Easter
one,
eggs like Taylor
I
Swift.
know, yeah. And then on day one, I heard Christy just scream, oh my God. And I was like, oh my gosh. But it was a bit weird because I think also people made it looked a bit cliquey as well because we already knew each other.
Oh,
Ah,
I don't care. I
okay.
love her. I love
Yeah.
her so
ah, that is
much.
so wonderful. And so are there bakers that you still are like really solidly in touch with as well
Yeah, yeah,
from
yeah. We all have a WhatsApp group. We still all WhatsApp. Christy's my main girl. We talk every week. And then there's Nikki, there's Dana. Yeah, we're quite. I think with our year, no disrespect to any other year, but on camera it looked like we was more meshed together and proper friends,
Mm.
and that is the fact. I think other years it just depends. It can depend how it's filmed or things like that. But I think I got a lucky year with some really good people, genuine people, and yeah, we all
yeah.
stayed.
We
Yeah.
talk about that often here, actually, how great the production teams are. And I suspect, like, especially for Great Canadian Baking Show, but I suspect
Mm,
for a lot of the other Bake Off spin-offs around the world, that the production team does such an amazing job bringing all of these different personalities together for their seasons.
Mhm.
And I don't know how they do it, what kind of magic sauce they have, because season after season you just see that you know you could have totally different types of personalities and people in this one tent,
yeah.
and there's like so much beautiful magic.
Such a good
And
blend.
yeah, it's just
Mm,
it's
yeah.
really lovely to watch. And it's, as an avid
Mm.
fan of all the Bake Off shows, it's just it's beautiful. It's so wholesome. It's so wonderful to watch. It's and in these kind of weird times that we're all living in,
Mm.
it's a great escape, right? It's
Oh
just
gosh, yeah,
it's
definitely.
wonderful.
Yeah,
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 we've
no, yeah.
spoken to so many people from different, we've spoken to American baking show, Canadian baking show, Australian baking show, and a lot of them, the whole reason that they got into baking, the whole reason I got into baking is because of the Great British Bake Off.
Yeah.
And that when
Oh,
they started
yeah.
watching the respective franchises in their home countries, they said it felt like home.
Yeah.
And that's how it feels to
Great.
watch the Great British Bake Off. So you are part of something very legendary. You realize this, right?
Oh, oh, well, yeah, I do, yeah. I'll take
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
it transcends not only just your season or your that franchise, but internationally as well, where
Mm.
there's just this big, huge, extended international family that you are all part of, and just that building that wonderful, beautiful community.
It is so true. It really is so true. When I was on Bake Off, when I was announced, and then other bakers from different countries started following me, and I was just shocked on how much it spreads, and the friendship and the camaraderie of it all. Yeah, I think yeah, it's like almost like having a passport. Do you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
Bake Off.
right.
Good. Yes,
Totally,
you can get
totally.
anywhere. So,
Yeah.
so did you, I don't know how far away you were living from where they film. Um,
Luckily enough, it wasn't that far. It's only about an hour from London. So at the time, I was living in London.
okay.
Yeah.
So did you have to be away for the whole entire time, even though you finished first, or did you made some excuses to people as to why you would be away for a long period of time?
Yes, which makes it harder when you get sent home because you've pre-warned everyone, you've told work, I might be gone for a long time.
Yeah.
And you're back earlier than you said, and yeah, and you still can't tell everyone, and so you're still sitting on this massive secret. But yeah, it was bizarre. Yeah.
Must have
Yeah.
been.
Now, did
Yeah.
anybody, like, when you were away and then you came back and stuff, did anybody guess? Did anybody go, Amos, I bet you you're on Great British Bake Off?
Well, the main guessing was before when I was doing all the practice bakes
Of course.
Yeah.
And
and my
here, try
baking
this.
game. Yeah, exactly. Things I've never tried before and literally baking non-stop. Yeah, and some people was like, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. No.
Was there something that you planned to bake in the following weeks that you're really sad that you didn't get the chance to present?
No.
Okay. Well, that's
Because
easy.
I think because it was such a rush, it was such an intense process to do all the practice bakes to get them in on time.
Hmm.
I couldn't really sit and be creative too much because we're on to the next week in practicing what we're doing and designing and recipe developing and
Right.
making sure that's in and all that. So there's nothing, and the reason why I say that is because I think if there was in the back of my brain, I think I would have baked it by now and showed Instagram or whatever. But yeah,
Right.
I've never gone back to any of my bakes. I've still got the big thick folder, and I've never gone. Maybe one day,
Mhm.
But yeah, there's nothing that I'm just trying to think. There must be something of all 10 bloody things. Sorry. um,
Or is there a week that you wish that you were still there for,
yeah, I think
outside of the finale?
There you go.
yeah, I think I would have loved to have been there for biscuit week and bread week.
Mm,
Yeah, I find bread not easy, but it's more forgiving in
mhm.
terms of pretty, and that's where I put pressure on myself because I say I'm a pretty baker. I put a lot of pressure on myself because it needs to look pretty.
It's so interesting because people are terrified of bread week.
Yeah.
And I would love to. I'm excited about the thought of doing bread
Yeah,
week. So I'm glad to
yeah.
hear you say that because yeah.
I think the main common thing why they're terrified is because the king of bread is there himself
Right.
judging the
Well,
bread.
yeah,
Right.
that's true. But even in Canada, they're scared of bread week. Except
Yeah.
Larry, our buddy Larry Harris, who's like king of bread.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
he was very except yeah, we're not going to talk about what happened with Larry's bread week, but
Oh.
but he's pretty wonderful. We learned how to make some pretty lovely chocopatin from him.
Mhm.
Oh,
Beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful bread.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you got sent home first week. You probably I don't I have not seen what your reaction was, and I can just imagine that you're like, all right, sure, okay, bye. I'm gonna go now. Um, but what was it like afterward? Wondering what was happening in the tent, going about your regular life. Did you go back to work early?
No. I was
Good, good for you.
I was in bed. I remember I was in bed for 2 weeks. I dragged my big TV from the living room to my bedroom because that was the main thing. It's okay, I'm over it now. But the main
Yeah.
thing I wanted to do is not overthink. So all I could think of doing is because there's no point in overthinking why. And so all I
Hmm.
could think about doing is just sitting in bed watching movies. And that was so comforting to me because I didn't have to think. I was just being
Oh,
entertained by pure movies.
Yes.
yeah.
And then after 2 weeks, I remember starting to believe people's words and coming out again. And I remember actually thinking, I need to bake now, otherwise I'm never gonna bake again.
Mm,
And
Good
I
for you.
baked
Good.
and put it on Instagram, and then it just rolled from my recovery.
that's amazing. Well,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
so glad you did that because I can imagine, obviously somebody has to be sent home. I was
Mm.
shocked, to be perfectly honest, that you were the one who got sent home. You had a
I
very,
think I think that was that made it better as well. That don't get me wrong, it was an awful bake, but there wasn't a main reason why I went. Obviously, they had the reasons, but I produced the whale. It looked like a whale. It may have tasted like tougher little boots, but hey, it looked like a orca whale. But yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And you finished second in the technical as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
your signature was beautiful and wonderful and, good response there. So I think yeah, I think I wouldn't be the only one who was like a little shocked that and I know
No,
sometimes
definitely.
things happen, right? So
Yeah, no,
with
exactly.
yeah,
And the age-old thing of someone has to go.
yeah.
The response afterwards was overwhelming by people, which confirms the voices in my head, which was a great, but also it's a bit awkward as well because they're like naming people who should have gone, and
Oh
they're
Mm.
my
no.
friend.
No,
I
it's
don't want to be the
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
lovely. I love your
No.
love, but just keep it on me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, absolutely. And it is and that's the tough thing about that
Mm,
about all of those shows. Like, everybody's so incredibly talented. There's a
mm,
reason why you make it to the tent to begin with, right? Not everybody gets a
exactly.
chance to
Yeah.
do that, and especially in
No.
Britain, where
Mhm.
the competition is crazy stiff. And yeah, you're a part of a very, very elite group of people who get even the opportunity to be there. So I think, and I think when that happens, when you get sent home first, I think the first thing is like, oh, I suck, or what I mean? You're
Yeah.
so disappointed
Yeah.
and whatnot, because obviously that wasn't what you had originally hoped for when you went into the tent. But do you have any advice for people who maybe do eventually make it onto one of these shows, and let's say they are the first one sent home, like some of the learnings that you could take away from that you could give them some comfort?
Mm.
Yeah, the main thing that and I think I've said it before, the main thing is remember who you was before applying for Bake Off. It's so easy to get wrapped up because, and especially if you've applied more than once, because that is your life. That carrot has been dangled for so long, and so your whole world is consumed with this. And when you come out the end and you're just left to the world, not in I'm so dramatic, but yeah,
It's your
you
theater
have to
background.
rebuild. You have to rebuild who you was and remember who you was before. Well, what was I doing before 2 years of applying for Bake Off? What was my focus? What did I want to do? Who did I want to be? Because yeah, that's very easy to forget. So yeah, just remember who you was and get back on track. That's the main thing. I will
Yeah.
say, going first, the production team were amazing because you still feel I think they make it a conscious effort for you to still be involved. So I
Mhm.
was getting updates on who won technicals. I was constantly
Oh,
getting
nice.
updates. I would get a brief, a shortened brief on what the technical was, so I could do it myself, and it helped so
Oh,
much to still feel involved.
Still be
Yeah,
part
I
of it.
love
yeah,
that. Yeah.
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 That's definitely not the case here.
No.
I don't think in
Oh,
America either. What do you
Yeah.
think?
oh.
No, and
I
when
don't know.
we talked to Gregson,
The-
and he's on
Oh yeah. What did
Australia.
Gregson say? I love Gregson, by the way.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't
yeah,
think
Gregson's good.
Gregson got any of those of that information
Oh
afterwards
my
Yeah,
either.
gosh.
I don't
See,
think
So
that would have made me
this
go
is the
crazy.
first
That
time.
that helped me so
Yeah,
much.
and I mean, another one in Canada here, Christine, who we talked to, she was feeling quite cut off when after
Yeah.
she went
Mm,
home first. And so
okay.
I feel like that is an anomaly for you to be kept
Okay.
in the loop like that, which
Yeah.
is
Which I think gives you a lot
wonderful.
of, yeah, it just makes you feel a little bit better and still be part of it.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, because
yeah,
and especially for my personality as well, I got such bad fear of missing out. So
Oh, you got the
I,
FOMO.
oh my gosh, I so do. So that would have made me go crazy. I don't think I'd be sitting here talking today if I didn't get all that information.
Right. Yeah, I get it. And then you did a really good job of self-care, which I think is important for you to
Mm,
have
mm.
recognized. This is what I need right now. I've been at such a high stress level for such a long time. Number one, trying to get on the show. Number two, preparing to be on the show. Number three, being there and having all this, very unusual sort of situation. Even though you're used to film sets, it's still very different when you're in a competition
Yeah,
setting, and it's
yeah,
actually you. You're not putting on a character, and you really didn't this
exactly.
time, right?
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you come down from all of that, and it's almost like being dropped on your head. And
literally.
so you needed to take that time. I'm really glad they kept you in the loop, and then you could just sit and look at the updates on your phone while you watched movies on the couch.
Yeah,
I hope you
literally.
fed
Yeah.
yourself well too.
Oh, so well. I didn't bake anything or cook anything. It was pure
No,
takeaways,
takeout,
but yeah,
takeout,
yeah.
perfect. They've got great takeout in London.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of
Oh,
curries.
isn't London known for great takeout?
I would say
They've got
So
so.
great
much better.
food everywhere in London.
Everywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
So you
true.
do not go hungry there, that's for sure. So,
Yeah.
Very
but
true.
I'm glad you gave yourself that grace.
Hmm.
Really, and because I think that's really important. And I think even more importantly, I'm so glad that you eventually got back into baking
Hmm.
and are now looks like you're thriving. So tell us a little bit about your journey since being in the tent and where will we see Amos next?
What I've been doing since the 10, it's just as I say, from leaving that first time and being involved, I got back on. I was doing the technicals. I was believing in my skills again, and yeah, I was just the main thing was it's just like keep on doing it for me. It was just keep on creating recipes, keep on enjoying food, what you do, and all the sweet treats, and it just snowballed from there. And then I was done with my job, as I think I mentioned before, and I just thought I want to create my own business. So I started to. It's the only thing I could think of is do my own business in terms of selling cakes in any capacity or any sweet treats. And yeah, I'm in the process now of doing that, which is it feels good. I mean, I am broke as hell, but I'm doing something I love.
Abs- That is the best place to be, honestly.
Yeah.
So are
Well,
you
not the
looking,
broke as hell part, but
well, yeah, but
recognizing this is just a means to an end, right? You
well,
need to be
right.
doing what you love because you were sitting in that office hating your life,
Mhm. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. So are you looking at opening up a brick and mortars bakery or doing it online? What's the plan for
So the plan for me is to tiptoe my toes into things. I mean, I would ultimately love a stylish, high class little bakery in Regent Street in London. But so that's the dream. So at the moment, I'm just doing pop ups. So I do,
Yeah.
and especially now I've come back to Nottingham. I've
Mhm.
learned this sense of community being back in my hometown. And so I've just completed 4 pop ups in the past month. And it's starting to snowball now, and it's so nice to feel the success of all my work that I've done.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm popping up here, there, everywhere. I'm going to Nottingham University in 2 weeks. I've got a pop up. Yeah, it's so good. I'm in a good space right now.
Good.
Good. Oh,
Good.
that
Well,
is amazing.
yeah, we pray that continues because that sounds like so much fun being able to do
It
that.
is.
I
Yeah.
hope you're pricing everything appropriately. That is something I
I
struggle.
am.
Good.
I did. Well, I'm quite proud of myself because I've done it all so properly.
Mhm.
Before, I've wanted to do a business, and I've been very haphazard. I've put
Mhm.
myself on 3 courses. I've completed 3 courses, but keeping everything. I'm proud of myself.
Good
It's
work.
Good.
good.
We're proud of you too.
I'm English. We don't normally say that, so it felt weird.
But probably good too. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Very good. I'm
wonderful.
excited to see what happens. I do love your idea of an eclectic little cake shop. I think that sounds
Yeah.
lovely. But I
Mhm.
love what you're doing right now.
Mhm.
So yeah, keep it up.
Thank you.
Keep going. Can't wait to see more of what's happening with
Mhm.
that. Well, what do you
Fantastic.
think? What do you think, Christina? Is it
I
time
think
to play a
it's
little game?
time. Yeah. Are you into playing a little game of this or that with us, Amos?
I am so into it. Yes, please.
Yay!
Sorry, a bit too enthusiastic.
This is a very easy game. Well, some people find it more difficult than I
Yeah,
find
right?
it.
People have
Like,
told us we're mean and we ask
yeah.
difficult questions. And it's like it's a simple little game. No judgment,
Very
very
easy.
little judgment, very little judgment.
Mhm. We don't, yes, that's right. We listen and
And
we don't
it's fun.
judge, Christina.
Right. Never, ever.
All
Except for
right,
the last question, there might be
the last question. Oh,
a
can I
little.
ask you a question first? Do you know what butter tarts are?
Yes, I think we would say the butterscotch tarts here.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. Just wanted to check with that. So,
Okay.
you want to go ahead, Christina?
Sure. We'll start off with a nice, easy one,
Oh,
hopefully.
oh yeah, you're just
Okay,
answering whatever the first answer that comes to your mind is,
Okay.
basically.
cool.
So this or that.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Yeah, of
Well,
course,
I
being a
mean,
Brit, of course.
you had to be
It
that
used to be coffee.
stereotypical.
It used to be coffee
Used
for
to be
so
coffee.
long, and
So
I
what
drank
happened?
too much coffee. Well, I was a barista for years, and I was having 10 coffees a day, and it would never affect me. And then all of a sudden, it started to affect me, and yeah, I just couldn't. Yeah.
Oh,
I
so
see the
so
picture.
do you do a proper cup of English tea then?
Yeah, I'm very fussy. My partner and my mum are always moaning when I say, "Can I have a cup of tea?" Because I change like the wind. Sometimes I like a short one. Sometimes I like milky. Sometimes I like sweet. Yeah,
It
yeah,
just
So
very.
depends.
so what's your tea look like these days?
At
What
the moment, it's in a small cup, not so I can taste the actual tea and sweetener. I'm really got into sweetener. I don't know why. That's massive. Is that tea?
Yeah,
Oh
she does.
no, that would scare me. That
it's
would really
Okay,
scare me.
okay,
in fairness, it scares most Brits.
and then she sits and sips from it, and then she microwaves it.
If it gets cold.
Did you just really say, "Oh, I'm no judgment, but hey"?
Yeah, see?
We
Judgment.
listen and we
I
don't judge.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm
Yeah,
perfectly
she
okay
knows.
with how I drink my tea.
She
Thank you
doesn't
very much.
microwave the water in
No,
order
and
to
it
brew
always
it.
starts with boiling
It's
water.
a proper
Oh,
boiling
so,
point.
so you
It's a
just
proper
reheat
boil.
it. Can we call
Just
it
reheat it.
reheating? I feel
Reheat it
better
in the
with
microwave.
reheating.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
cool.
Good. Yeah. No, never heat the water. Doesn't, I mean, really,
It's
I'm not
so
that
dangerous.
much of a peasant.
It's dangerous. It is not just ridiculous. It is dangerous because water in a microwave does not bubble when it boils. And as soon as you touch it, it could explode in your face.
Oh, I love that. I love that you had the facts. I love
Okay.
that.
Well,
So
I
Yeah.
was thinking
dangerous.
because the one time because I do this often, I'll reheat my tea in the microwave. But that's also where I keep my sourdough starter. And I accidentally kept my sourdough starter in the microwave as I went to reheat my tea. So
Oh
you
my
can imagine
God.
what happened to my starter.
Yeah.
And to
It
your
was a
tea.
sad,
Oh,
sad day.
to the whole microwave.
No, the
Yeah.
microwave was fine because it had like a little lid on the sourdough starter,
Oh,
so it didn't that didn't explode or anything. So,
Okay.
but it just like breaded up, like it cooked.
bread
It
it
cooked up. It cooked up.
up. You just like kadonk.
It was a glunk. Yeah, there was no coming back from that one. But
Not
anyway,
good.
we digress.
We digress. Yeah. All right, moving on. Next question. Sweet or savory?
Okay. I went like that is because I've always had a sweet tooth. Ever since I've started my business, I have now developed a really savory tooth.
Huh.
Um, I
So
hate
coffee to
myself for
tea.
saying this. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say sweet, even though I know in my head these days it's savory.
So
Okay.
what's your favorite besides cake? Because we've established that you love your cake. But is there another sweet treat that you just cannot resist?
Pastry.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Buttery, really buttery pastry, like a good pan of chocolate, a good, yeah, anything
Yeah.
buttery. Joe, that gives me the best of both worlds. So it gives me sweet and savory. I think that's why yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
true. It's not
yes.
just like saccharin. It's like you get the
Mm,
good balance there. Ooh, a little
Yeah,
salt on
nice.
it,
yeah.
Yeah,
maybe.
and the texture of the
Oh,
like the crunchy and the
yeah, the
yeah, the
flakiness. Yes.
flakiness. Yes, yes. Oh,
I I
mm.
want one now.
Right.
Yes.
Me
Me
too.
too. Yeah,
Me
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
All right. You just imagine that we have that. All right.
Oh, yes. Now we're hungry. We always get hungry when we do these
We
podcasts.
always, well, it doesn't help that it's lunchtime
No,
here.
it doesn't.
I was gonna say, yeah, yeah.
All right. Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla. Yeah, vanilla.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Vanilla is
Um,
underrated.
as
Underrated.
it's underrated, but it's what I want in a cake.
Mhm.
Chocolate's an extra what I want in a cake, but vanilla is what I expect from a cake.
Mhm.
True. Yeah,
Very
that's true.
true. Yeah, there's just something so simple and elegant and just like
Mm,
comforting, I think, with like a really beautiful vanilla tone to any dessert. Yeah, I'm
definitely.
with
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like vanilla bean with the little flecks of, oh, I love
Mhm.
that in there.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I also love fruit that it just goes well with vanilla. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It does.
What's your favorite fruit to bake with?
Ford.
To bake with lemons and raspberries, not
Oh,
together,
and the
but lemons
combination.
first
Yeah.
as a combination. But if it's
Yeah.
on its own, lemons first, then raspberries. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There's yeah, lemon. I can eat lemon everything. That would be my
Oh,
first
Mm,
yeah.
go-to if I'm gonna have if I see a nice lemon dessert on a dinner menu or a dessert menu, that would be my
mm,
go-to for sure. Yeah.
Lemons are
definitely, yeah,
amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
so good.
Hmm.
All right, next question. Signature, technical or showstopper?
And in terms of what that I prefer.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, this or that. Sorry, yeah. I forgot my words. Technical or say that again. Technical or
The
Signature,
signature
technical or showstopper?
I'm gonna say technical just because I came second. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
I mean,
Yeah. And you
why
guys,
not?
you guys had the chance to do the actual like cake, the Great British Bake Off cake for your
Yes,
technical, which
I
was
felt so
so
honored
fun.
that that
Yeah,
that
That's
happened to be our technical. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That was a weird moment because when I'm doing that one, that's when I felt so zen, and that's when I felt like I was in my own kitchen, and I think that's what made me do so well in that in coming second. In that I was so zen, it was unbelievable.
nice.
so
That's
great that you
that's a
can have
great
that
place,
moment.
right?
Yeah,
Especially during
yeah.
the technical, where I think that would actually trigger a lot of panic in people.
Yeah, but I think with the preparation of it, I was I was panicking, but then I think I came to the realization there's nothing you can do. You will never know what it is, so there's no point in
That's
panicking.
fair. But there was
Yeah.
probably some relief in that one because at least you know what it's supposed to look like at
Yeah,
the
I
end,
think I
which
remember saying, well,
That's true.
they'll get a chocolate cake if anything.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas some technicals, if you've never even heard of what you're supposed to be baking,
Yes.
you're not even sure what it's actually what the finished product's supposed to look like, which I think
Yeah.
is always I'm incredibly amazed and impressed that during a lot of these technical challenges, and regardless of what it is that's thrown at the bakers in the tent, that they all come up with something that actually is very, very similar to what it's
Yeah.
actually supposed
Yeah.
to look like. It
Mm.
blows my mind every single time.
True. And when we were
Definitely.
talking to the judges for the Great Canadian Baking Show, Kyla and Bruno, um, and
I
um,
love them.
oh, they're so great. And Kyla, we had asked about the technical, like we had said, it's just amazing that everybody gets them done. And she said, yeah, there's never been a time that they haven't
Mm.
finished, and that we don't have something that's edible. And that is so impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know,
In
some
fact,
of
I think
those
they,
technicals are crazy.
yeah, I think there's
Mm.
only been the one technical that's been a little
The
iffy.
creme caramel,
Yeah, that was a bit
which
of a
I
tough.
don't understand, because how can you mess up a creme caramel? But that's just probably because that was one of the first things I learned how to do before I ever
Yeah.
started baking.
And
So,
it could have been timing, right? Or,
maybe, yeah.
because it's
Mm.
probably more the setting time, right?
Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
when.
well, I think with our technical, and I think the British one, there's a lot of camaraderie. So everyone, if someone knows, that is passed along. So I think that
That's
helps in
Yeah.
everyone getting an
yeah.
understanding of what they're actually meant to be doing.
That's
Right.
nice. So you're
Yeah.
allowed
Mm.
to, so is that something that you can do?
You're
Like,
not allowed
oh, okay.
because
You can't
we
But
go.
did
we
get
do it.
told off a little bit, but it
Oh,
was
okay.
done. Yeah,
Yeah,
You're like hand signaling to each other.
yeah, exactly.
yeah. Get it out the fridge now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. You got signals, like the
Yeah, yeah. Wink, wink.
That's Carol Burnett.
oh yeah, when
Signal
they
that you
die,
did.
right? Isn't
Yeah,
that
there you
a
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Buttercream. Are you an American meringue
Are you
based?
an American?
Are you an American?
Yes,
Do
I
you
am.
do you prefer American buttercream, a meringue based buttercream, or maybe something else to finish off your cakes with? What do you usually, what's your
I
go-to?
My go-to is an American buttercream.
Ooh,
I
Oh,
think I think there's a lot of skill in it. It's very underrated. People think, oh, that's so easy. Oh, no, I want to do fancy something. Still a skill in getting that smooth consistency of
mm,
and it for not to not taste too buttery or too saccharine and sweet. And
hmm.
and and you can mess around with it. You can add salt, you can add vanilla, you can, yeah, it doesn't have to be, everyone sees it as a bad thing.
yeah.
And I love it. I celebrate it.
Yeah,
That's great. All
especially
right.
with the chocolate cake. I find that combination of a deep dark chocolate cake with a really beautiful vanilla American
Yes,
buttercream is like that's a tough combo to beat, I think.
That sounds
very
like a
true.
great combo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
yeah.
sounds like
No,
fun.
but you're right. I think
You're
there are a
hungry.
lot of people that poo-poo the American buttercream because
Yeah.
for all those reasons, and I agree with you.
Mm.
I think
There's
it's
a time and a place. Yeah.
and the technique that's
Yeah,
used,
there
right?
is.
Because
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So any tricks for a good American buttercream? Like what works best for you?
Well, the main thing that I learned a long time ago is whipping up that butter, getting all
Mhm,
that air in that butter, and then that's your base.
mhm.
And then obviously add as much icing sugar or whatever, and just play around with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it can adapt to something. Sometimes I put a bit of cream in, sometimes I put
Yeah.
a bit of milk in, and so yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I
Brilliant.
use Christina's American buttercream recipe now when I do it because it's so good. She has a great recipe for it. And so
Oh,
it's not super sweet. It's
No.
very beautifully smooth. Yeah. It's been really nice to pick each other's brains about this
Yeah.
stuff, right? Yeah.
That's the nice thing
amazing.
about
So,
it.
Christina, what do you do?
So I
How
do the
did you?
same thing. I beat my butter to like oblivion.
We just say beat
So
the
Yes.
crap out of it. Yeah.
so yeah, like just beat it until it's like
Till
white.
it
And
looks like it's already buttercream.
yeah, yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
exactly. And then for me, it's I put all of my icing sugar in at one time, the
Mhm.
confectioner's sugar,
Yeah.
all at one time. Some vanilla, salt is huge.
Salt. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That makes a lot of difference. And then some
Mm.
whipping cream, but I warm it up slightly and
Oh.
throw it in, and it kind of just like melts down some of the
So
sugar.
you
And
get that. So you get that velvety. Oh,
yeah,
I'm gonna steal that as well.
yeah,
That's such a good idea. Oh yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Just not hot, like just at about
Right.
100 degrees Fahrenheit. So just
Okay.
nice, slightly warm in the microwave, preferably not with like tea or sourdough
Or
starter in
sourdough.
What is 100 degrees Fahrenheit in
in
Celsius?
Celsius. It's about 30, I
30
think.
something? Yeah.
Yeah, 30
I
maybe.
Um,
hope you're not asking me because I don't know.
for everybody who's out there so that we have both. Um,
30, 32, just slightly
yeah, I
warm,
think,
you just
yeah.
so, yeah.
And then the paddle attachment on low
Yes, paddle attachment
Yes.
for like
to,
what, 20 minutes sometimes.
yeah, until it's nice and smooth, right? So I usually use my whisk and then I change over to the paddle and have that until it takes all the air out. So it's nice and super
Cool.
smooth.
Hmm.
Oh, that was my downfall with my showstopper. I whipped my buttercream for so long, it became so loose. So therefore, all my stack cakes were just sliding off. Obviously, at
Oh,
home, I would be able to do it because I would put it in the fridge and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt that was a big downfall.
Yeah, I think that's maybe an advantage to like a meringue based buttercream as well, because
Yeah.
you can save that one a lot, probably better
Mm,
than the American buttercream.
hmm.
Um,
true.
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Everybody has your recipe. That's great.
Love it.
All right. So now, oh, this is a good one. Coffee and cake or tea and biscuits?
Oh,
So you
wow.
got two loves on either side of that
I
equation.
know, yeah. Can you see my dilemma here? Um,
See, now you know why people say this is a hard game.
yeah. But if I'm true to my heart for current Amos, it's gonna be tea and biscuit.
Tea and biscuits.
Mm.
All
And do you have a
right.
favorite
What
biscuit?
kind of bicky?
I just love all biscuits, but I like basic biscuits. Like I love a custard cream.
Mm.
Um, I love a malted milk biscuit. That just came to my mind. I remembered. I'm
Oh,
addicted to. Oh my gosh, do you get those?
I don't think
no,
so. We
I'm
don't get a
trying to.
lot of the great delicacies that you have over in the UK. We
Have
stock
you?
up when we go to the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never been to England,
Oh
so
my gosh.
yeah, I would love
Yeah,
to.
it's a biscuit which traditionally, I say that loosely because there's lots of cheap versions. It's got a lot of malt in there. So it's like almost like a shortbread, but a really malty, crumbly
Crumbly
shortbread.
melts down
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
it just
bite of it.
melts in the mouth and it's amazing
Oh.
to dunk in your biscuit.
All
Yeah.
right,
So
I'm
you
gonna.
dunk, you're a dunker.
Yeah, I can't just have a dry biscuit.
Okay.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah. That's
I'm gonna look up this malted milk biscuits.
hmm
I'd like to see what we can do.
That would be
That
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll try it for you.
All right. Do you have any
Oh my God.
recipes on your Instagram?
I'm not really big on recipes in terms of
Okay.
biscuits. I'm just more cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That. See, if I'm having a biscuit on the loose term, cookie straight cookie, then a cookie I can have with no liquid, and because I want a sumptuous gooey cookie with crispy edges.
Okay, what's
Okay.
the difference between a cookie and a biscuit? Because I thought that you called every cookie a biscuit.
That's what I thought too. I was just going to
Yeah.
ask that too. Yeah.
No,
We need a lesson here.
yeah. So for
Educate
me,
us.
a bit for me personally, a biscuit can be dry, and that's why you dunk it. And
Okay.
then a cookie for me has to be gooey and crispy and contain something inside like chocolate, nuts, or whatever.
Like a
That's how
chocolate chip cookie.
a chocolate chip cookie, chocolate
Okay.
hazelnut cookie, yeah, so on and so on.
Okay.
Um, we do say cookie and biscuit. A cookie though is traditionally American big
Yeah.
style
Okay.
juicy
Oh,
Where
cookie.
where a biscuit is like maybe more one note
Yes,
flavor wise, there's not
yeah,
a lot of additions to it. Like it's just like
no,
a
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
like an
yeah,
arrowroot
Yeah,
bis-
digestive
biscuit.
cookie or
Digestive, yeah.
biscuit,
Those,
yeah,
sorry, biscuit.
those are, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. They are
Okay.
more dry. They are
So
more
shortbread,
anyway.
would that be considered a cookie or a biscuit?
That's still a biscuit. That's
That's still
still a
biscuit.
biscuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an elite biscuit, but it's a biscuit.
Okay. Jaffa cakes, which aren't really cakes, they're more a cookie or
No, 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 no.
That's
It is cakey.
you
So,
think so? It's like
yeah.
two cookies with like jam in the middle covered in chocolate.
But
they're soft.
regardless of the aesthetic of it, it tastes it's sponge. The base is a sponge,
Oh,
and it has a orange chocolate, the orange jelly on with chocolate. Yeah,
yeah.
it's a cake. But
I
this is a
love
big
how
debate.
yeah, right? Well, my son's a huge fan of Jaffa cakes. Like he's like crazy for Jaffa cakes. And so when we're over now we can get them here, but usually just the orange one. In the UK
Mm.
though, they have all sorts
Oh
of
my gosh.
wonderful flavors and different flavors seasonally as well. So yeah,
Yeah. I
it's
just saw some passion fruit Jaffa cakes the other day.
oh
And
Ooh,
I was like, oh
I want.
yes.
yeah.
I love
Yeah.
some passion
Yeah.
fruit. Love it,
Yeah.
love it, love it.
Fun. Yeah. No, so it's actually great. Like, and again, you in the UK, they have the best like chocolates and treats and all the confectionery stuff. It's so
This
much
is
One of
fun
these days.
shopping there.
Yeah,
yeah.
you
So
enjoyed yourself there, that's for sure.
yes, yes, I do. All right. So the next question,
Oh, you better
going,
pronounce this properly.
oh, oh, should I do it with like a British
Yes,
accent?
you should.
Okay.
This
Going to the theater. Is that all right? No.
Ah, I love that. Yeah.
Or a theme park. Because we know
Ooh.
you love your theme parks.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. No, you are mean now. That is just, oh, I totally get it. Let's go back to when you said this. I totally get it. Oh my God.
Hmm.
I'm going to have to say theme park. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
wow. Okay, so you're
Interesting.
yeah.
like, are you like a thrill seeker? Do you like those like super fast rides and
Yeah,
all the
I mean,
spinning and
I mean, I'm not so much a thrill seeker, although I love going. I'm quite a nerd in that I like the way they work and things like that. I used to play all the roller coaster games where you simulate the things like that. And
oh, fun.
I just I love the theming as well. I feel really nerdy saying this, but yeah, that's
No,
me.
No,
it's
I
all
hear you.
good.
I hear
A
you.
kid at
Yeah.
heart. I think that's awesome to yeah, to always have that fun spirit that, just yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
enjoying
have
it.
to. You have to
You have to.
stay young at heart.
Yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
wonderful.
What's the point otherwise? All
Cool.
right.
Do you have a favorite ride?
Oh yeah, here we go.
Sorry.
There's so many around the world. So not in the UK, I would say we have Alton Towers, which is our biggest theme park. They have Oblivion, where it literally goes straight down into the ground and then pokes up. It's a really short ride, but it's the most scariest ride. Still, no, you can go on it so many times and you will not be prepared for what it does. So yeah, Oblivion at Alton Towers. But I really want to do a trip and go around the world and go to. There's so many theme parks out there, which
Yes.
because I watch them all on Instagram, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go there, and I've got this
Hmm.
whole that's a
How
bucket list.
fun. How
Yeah.
fun. I love that.
Yes. My sister and her family are going to Disneyland in November, and I'm just so jealous because I love
Yes,
Disneyland. I
but
love the Cars
Disneyland,
ride. Oh, the Cars ride is so much fun.
I'd say I've seen that so many times, and that's what I want to do. But Disneyland on so many levels because food,
Yeah.
Yeah.
entertainment, and attractions. So
Yeah.
it's just got to, yeah, yeah.
It's
And
got
you know,
everything you need.
it does. My husband is a general contractor, so no matter where we go on vacation, especially when we went to Scotland, that was bad because he's like, that needs fixing, that needs fixing. Oh, that I can help tighten that. That Disneyland is the only place we've ever been that he is relaxed because it is so well taken care of that there's
Mm.
nothing that he can see that needs to be fixed.
That's probably a good thing because I think it would be a real unsatisfying vacation or experience there if he's pointing out issues
Always,
with
always.
rides. It's like,
Always. We went to the British Open at St. Andrews, and he is a golfer, and he is still, he's like, he golfed with Tiger Woods when he was young, and he's like, there's Tiger, there's blah, 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 there's Bubba, whoever. And he's like, that really should be fixed, like there's always
Oh
something
my
that needs to be
God.
fixed. But so
But
it's
I'm glad the magic can't break him from doing
that's
that.
right.
yeah,
Yeah, the
right.
Magic Kingdom is truly magical for Chris, but
Yeah.
Nice.
it's not relaxing for him, and then therefore it's not relaxing for me. So
Yeah.
we need some Disneyland. All right, let's move on. Baking in the tent or baking in your own kitchen.
Baking in my own kitchen.
Yeah.
It dawned on me
Like this
on
is
why the hell would anyone bake in a tent? When I go camping, I do not bake. So why? So yeah, baking in my kitchen.
all right. You need to see our episode where we were baking with Andre. He won the Great Canadian Baking Show one season,
Yeah.
season
Uh-huh.
two, I believe. And he literally baked his sister's birthday cake while camping on a camping stove. Isn't
Oh
that what he
my
said?
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's an
Wow.
interesting story. He's
Yeah,
full of
yeah, yeah.
stories, but
Oh,
yeah, so I
It
think
can be done.
he may be the one person who would be like, yeah, we're going camping. Let's make
yeah.
sure that we
Challenge
bring something to
accepted.
bake with.
Right.
Very
Right.
impressive.
So if you
Oh.
ever had the opportunity to bake in the Great British Bake Off tent again, would you?
Hmm.
Like, let's say,
I haven't
because
asked
I,
this in a while.
like a redemption episode where they took
All
people,
the all the
all the
first.
people that left first to give them that opportunity to really showcase their skills.
I've often thought that, and they thought they should title it the First Out Club. But yeah, yeah, I think I would. Just on my journey today and how far I've come, I would feel more confident. Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't set out to, but if I was asked, yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
I
I
think
think
it would be wonderful to
it would
see
be
you
good,
back in there for
but
sure.
I think they should structure it a little bit differently because I don't want them to have another person go out first. They need to have some sort of different format,
Yeah.
Well,
right?
this is the thing, and the year after me, no one went home because someone was ill, and I
Yeah.
went, "Oh my God, I wish they would have done that." And I know a lot of
Wish
American
someone got sick.
baking programs,
Yes.
they have a first week of grace. Get to
Yeah.
know them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah,
I think that would be wonderful. So the first week, it's like nobody goes home. And maybe after the second week, it's a cumulative
yeah,
score
yeah.
or whatever that allows you. Because everybody's going to have a bad day,
Yeah.
right? Everybody's going to have a bad bake,
Takes time
especially
to get used to all the
under
ovens and circumstances.
circumstances.
Yeah,
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 right. You're
yeah,
getting
yeah,
used to
yeah.
the equipment. You're getting used to having people in your face recording you, all
You're
that.
getting used to baking in a tent.
Right, exactly. Totally, with the time limits and all that. Yeah, absolutely. I think it would be a lot of fun. It would,
Yeah.
and as from a fan's perspective, I think it would be wonderful
Yeah.
because when your favorites from the beginning go home, you're
Mhm.
sad.
Yes,
You're
right?
sad.
See? Well, I like there, Christina has mentioned a couple of things. One of the things that she mentioned was having a 2-hour episode at least for the first
Yeah,
week because
yeah.
we really want to get to know these people better, you know,
Mm.
and to spend more time with them and spend more time on their individual bakes because we have 10 bakers, you have 12 bakers.
Yeah.
And isn't that right? Yeah. And um
I
We
didn't know that. I've watched it, and oh wow, okay, I
Yeah,
missed that.
it's only 10.
Yeah.
And we want to be able to see the judging more, in depth because they have to go so quickly to get
Yes.
everything done in that 43 minutes or whatever you get after commercials.
Yeah. I think Great British Bake Off, I think there are an hour and a half episodes though,
Are
aren't
they?
they? For some reason.
With adverts, but the actual
Okay.
show is an
Yeah,
hour.
an
Yeah,
Okay.
hour.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough time.
it's not enough. It's never enough time. It's
I
never
mean,
enough time.
I will take as much of the show as I can get. So when I'm sitting down to watch it, if you give me 2 hours, if you give me 3 hours, I mean, I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep watching.
Me
Yeah.
too.
A
Yeah,
And
lot
I
of
yeah.
people
think
feel the same way, yeah.
I think so too. I
Yeah.
think it would be a good move that way for sure.
Hmm.
All right. Nottingham roots or London life? Mm.
This is that's my life. This is what I'm living because I had my London life and now I'm in Nottingham roots. Well done for that. Oh, I want everything. I want both.
You can have both.
Have it.
I,
Both.
I want, yeah, I want
We'll give
both.
you a
But
pass on one of these. So
okay,
you can
I
get
Oh,
your
want
sure.
both.
pass on this one.
I want the city pad and I want the country life. So yeah, I want both.
That
Yeah,
there you go, the
Right.
best of both, right? Where you
Yeah.
can go into the
yeah,
city on the weekends and get it out of your
exactly.
system and then have your week back at home.
Yeah. How
Because
far?
sometimes London can be. Sorry, go on.
Oh, no, 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 go ahead. So you said,
Sometimes London was a bit chaotic, and I used to love the fact that I still have family here, because I could escape. It was literally that. Yeah, that's what,
Mhm.
yeah.
so how
Yeah.
far away is Nottingham from London?
Not that far. It's a 2.5 hour drive, so it's
Okay.
not. Yeah, yeah.
So a weekend thing isn't that bad. And can you take a train down from
You
Nottingham?
can take a train, yeah. I prefer to drive because because I'm so chaotic with timings. I prefer to just leave when I can leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. The train actually is an hour 45, so it's a lot
Oh,
quicker.
okay.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it a
Well, there
nice
you go.
drive?
Oh, I love driving anyway. But yeah, it's so straightforward. I've done it so many times. As you say, I pop up for the weekend sometimes. Yeah, yeah. It's a lovely drive. Yeah.
Great.
Oh,
That
wonderful.
I think this is not a this or that question. This is yeah, we'll have it all.
You can have it all.
Yeah.
Amos can have it all.
Thank you.
All right, now this is our last question. We always say it's the most important question. Our episode that just came out this week was dealing with all about butter tarts, and it's the most contentious question on the Great Canadian Baking Show. We can, if you don't know about butter tarts that well, then we'll just change it to raisins. So we say raisins and butter tarts, yes or no.
No.
Okay, you will not get judged by Christina today.
Sorry.
Well,
But I
I'll
mean,
compose
from
myself.
what I know of them to be, no, yeah, no. I mean, I love raisins, but it's not a time or place to be in something.
okay, there you go. See? And Christina definitely would agree with you. I am
Absolutely.
okay with having raisins in my butter tarts.
What's
She'll,
the tradition? What's traditionally?
it's just been contentious ever since the beginning of time.
It could be. It is one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
one of those things where you could do it one way or the other, you
Oh,
know?
so some people do, and yeah, okay,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah, there's a lot
yeah.
Hands
of
down.
different types of butter tarts. We learned this on last week's podcast, or the two
Oh,
weeks ago, because they basically can put in raisins. You can put in what Christina likes, which is currants. She would rather have currants in there. Have them plain, have them with pecans, have them with walnuts, and then during the Ontario's Best Butter Tart Festival, they have a wild card competition where they come up with all kinds of crazy flavors
Yeah.
for butter tarts.
oh.
Yeah.
So just explain to me, as what is the filling? Is it because I've never had one? I've seen
Mm.
them, and the name suggests, is it a buttery, sugary, bit like a pecan pie without the pecans?
Pretty
Sure.
much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
yay!
Yay.
Yes.
Well
Okay.
done. Yeah. Tiny, tiny little tart,
Yeah.
basically. And then, yeah, it's got a filling,
Oozy. Yeah.
oozy, kind of gooey filling. Like I said, not an
Mhm.
elbow liquor. So it's not like going all the way down
Yeah.
your arm, but um, Yeah,
Kind of,
pretty
yeah.
much a nice, good Canadian treat with a nice flaky
Oh,
pastry,
Yes.
you know. Yeah. Yeah, I
yeah,
never liked
I
them,
think
but I
that
like
might
it
have to
now.
be made by me at some stage.
Well, we will send you some recipes and you can taste
Yeah,
them. You can
please.
test
Yeah.
them.
Or
Yeah,
if you're ever in the Vancouver area, we will make them fresh for you.
Yes.
even better.
Yes. We just decided that we would make some different flavored ones, and so I've just made mine, and mine are chai caramel with a toasted almond
Ooh,
crust.
that sounds absolutely amazing.
It
Yeah.
tastes good. It's not as
That's,
oozy gooey as I wanted it to be, but it tastes good.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's,
what? Why was that? Is that because of the chai? Too
I was
much
just
liquid?
experimenting, and I have
Yeah.
not very well versed in baking butter tarts in the first place, so I kind of hoped and it didn't work out the same way that
at
I hoped it
this,
would, but
at
it
that.
You've got to have hope.
tastes good.
Yes. Hope is
Yeah,
important.
gotta
Yes.
have hope.
And
Yeah.
then I haven't made mine. I've got all the ingredients ready to go on my counter, ready to bake them when we get off the podcast. But I'm hoping I'm from a Portuguese background. So I'm doing a pastéis de nata slash butter tart. So it's going to have the crust. The shell is going to be like a pastéis de nata crust, so nice and flaky and crunchy and all that.
I love
And
this.
then and then I'm going to do like a typical butter tart filling, and then having the pastéis de nata sort of custard, sort of like I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that. Maybe a
Yeah, I was going to say, are you
sprinkle,
going to
or
layer or?
maybe layered. I might experiment a couple of different techniques
Yeah, maybe
actually
layer
doing
it.
the layering.
I wonder if you should put the custard under, and I don't know if you can. Yeah, because you don't want to have the top be the custard, because then it'll just look like a pastéis de
It'll
nata,
look like a pastéis de nata,
right?
but with
Instead
a
of a
nice
butter tart.
surprise, right?
Surprise, it's
Yeah,
not what you thought it
surprise.
would be.
Surprise.
Yeah, you thought you was getting or swirl them
That's
together,
the other
right?
thing. I was
Yeah.
thinking
Yes. Oh,
swirl, or even doing like a little bullseye, like start off with
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then doing
and
it
just
so
doop,
it's
doop,
like
doop, doop, doop. Yeah.
exactly right. Do like one little pour
The
of
people,
the, yeah. So
the
anyway, I'm
people
going to
who
be
are
doing it
listening to the podcast are like, doop, doop, doop.
doop,
What
doop,
is
doop. Yeah. We know what that means. But
Sure.
anyway, so I will keep you posted. And
Yeah,
Yes,
yes,
post us
no, I
on
really want to
Instagram.
see those,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
yeah. You'll see
Uh,
it on our feed
yeah,
hopefully
soon.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
Cool.
later tonight.
excellent.
No pressure.
No pressure, no
No
pressure.
pressure.
Exactly. But it's
Yeah.
fun. I mean, that's a great thing about baking though, is just experimenting and doing those mashes and flavor combinations and those elements of surprise that people would go
Yeah.
that would never expect, right?
Yeah, so
So
true.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think
very
that's the
true.
biggest compliment when someone eats something that you've sampled, that you've designed and developed, and they're like, "Oh, I would never put those together, but this
Yes,
is." I love that. Yeah.
mhm,
such a good. And
mhm.
when it's just as pretty on the inside as it tastes,
Yeah.
as it looks on the
It's on the
outside.
outside.
Yes,
Yeah,
very, very good.
those are the best. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we always ask our guests. Oh, and thank you for playing this or that with us.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, that
See,
was
it was
fun. I
fun,
love
wasn't it?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
always ask for a baking scrap. And so that is a tip or a trick. You already gave us a couple of tips earlier, but a tip or a trick for somebody who might just be starting out on their baking journey, or somebody who, might just have never thought of it and has always been doing things the same way. Do you have
Uh,
a baking scrap to pass on?
I mean, this is just something that I like anyway. I mentioned my love of lemons, and so what I do is I grate a load of lemons, stick it in some Tupperware, and it's in the freezer. So therefore, whenever I do a bake that demands lemon zest, I just literally, because sometimes I hate grated, like when it says one, and I'm like, oh. So I love to just stockpile them, put it in the freezer, and it freezes so well, and you don't even need to defrost it. You just literally sprinkle
That's
it in your
true.
Oh,
I like that.
nice.
I
I
do like
love
that a
it.
lot. Yes.
I love it.
It's
Yeah.
like we've got to make things easier for
Well,
ourselves.
Yeah.
exactly. Because how many times like do you use a lemon for a recipe like you're cooking or something like that? You just need the lemon juice and
Mhm.
you're not zesting
Yeah.
it. And then you always feel
Yeah.
so horrible. And that's a brilliant
It's a
idea.
great idea.
And then just have like a
Yeah.
little container. quickly do
Yeah,
that.
and you can also freeze the juice as well into little ice cubes. So yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's a great baking scrap.
Love
Thank you
it.
so much.
Oh,
Love it.
Well, Amos,
anything
thank you.
easy
Oh, sorry,
life.
go ahead.
No,
What'd you-
anything for an easy life. That's all
Yeah,
it
let's
Right?
make our
And
lives
is
easier,
it?
definitely.
And it's all those little time savers, right? So,
Yes.
definitely. Yeah.
The things that you can do to make your life easier without buying 1,000 little trinkets that only
gadgets.
do one thing,
Mm.
just take care of ourselves, set ourselves up, set up future Lisa, future Amos, future Christina for a good baking day.
Ah, well, Amos, it has been such an incredible pleasure and
Thank
honor
you.
to speak with you today. It's been so fun and so
Oh,
great to finally get a chance to have a great conversation with you.
oh, it's been lovely. Thank you so much, and it's been lovely. And I feel like I know you, Christine, but it's been nice speaking to you as well, Lisa. Because yeah, we haven't
Yes.
really spoken, but yeah.
You
Oh,
too. It was
thank
great. We'll keep in touch,
Mhm.
definitely.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely let us know if you ever make your way out this way on the west coast of Canada.
I
We
so
would
will.
love, love, love to have you
Show you
here. We
around.
can show you around to some of our favorite bakeries, and yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
Yes, or bake
Thank
together.
you
That's
so
And
also
make you
much.
butter tarts.
Yes, and then maybe I'll try the raisin thing. Mm.
fun.
Well,
Yay!
Lisa will make you the raisin ones.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Amos. Have a wonderful rest
Thank
of your day.
you.
Yeah.
You too. Go get something to eat, guys.
Yeah, we will. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Oh man, I could actually. You know what, Amos? Just we were just I always say this after we have the loveliest conversations with these amazing bakers that we get the pleasure and honor of talking to all the time. We're just the luckiest people, and Amos is the sweetest. I
Yeah.
mean, I think his eyes are just as comparable to Paul Hollywood's. I could stare into those forever. Like he's just
Well,
such a beautiful, like human being.
I'm sure he would love to hear that, and he will love to hear that because he's going to watch you say that. So,
Well, I think he's just the sweetest. And I really, the only regret I have, or the only sad thing, is that he didn't make it past the
I
first week, because I think he would have been so much fun to watch through that entire season.
know.
But we get to watch him now do his stuff on Instagram, which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, he is definitely making the most of that opportunity. And he's not going to be one of those people who just idly sits around and doesn't do anything anymore. He's definitely out there. So,
Yeah.
yeah, lovely to
And
see him and talk with him.
for sure. And I'm so happy that, after the letdown of, being sent home after the first week, I mean, that would, I think, weigh on you so
Mhm.
heavily. And obviously, he took the time he needed, gave himself some grace,
Mhm.
and picked himself up, dusted himself off, and now he's raring to go, which is so good to see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. And I think it was great that they kept him all included and up to date on everything, which is surprising, but also, probably would feel good, even though you get the FOMO, feel good to still feel like you're part of everything and hearing what's happening and everything.
For
So,
sure. Because I think like we hear from most of the bakers, right? If not all of them, how wonderful a family it is.
yeah.
And really they're sad, not because of the baking part, but because they're being pulled away from their families. And
Yeah.
so it is nice to still at least have those connections, even if through digital means,
Yeah. Yeah. Still
while
something.
everybody else is still baking their hearts out and you're at home, right?
Yeah.
Wondering what's going on. So it is kind of nice to still have those connections. And then afterwards, right, you
Yeah.
have access to this other huge
Always.
family,
Huge
which is
worldwide
wonderful.
family.
Yeah. And that's cool.
That was
So
great.
cool.
Yeah. I love what we do. To
Me
quote
too.
Christina.
I love what we do too.
It'd be great if we just got paid for it and didn't have to do all the other things that
You
we do,
know what?
you know.
Don't we get payment enough in seeing the joy and, feeling the
Yep.
joy of being able to do this and
Yes.
and
I
and
don't need to
sharing?
get paid to have money, but I need I would like to have just the more freedom to not have to do the things that I have to do to get paid. That's all.
There you go.
In order
Yes,
to
if
afford
we
life.
could, yes, if we could do this and yeah, and it was, yeah, and we
Yeah.
didn't have to worry
And this
about
was our job.
all the other stuff. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be fun. There's
that would
something
be.
in my eye. I'm sorry. There's one of my hairs just crossing one of my eyes all the time. Sorry about that.
No, all good, all good. But
We
yeah,
don't edit. You get the real me. You get everything, including the hair in my face.
so
Anyway,
I'm sure I've had to pull hairs out of whatever. Over.
by the way, we didn't talk about how cute your hair looks.
Oh, thank you.
I
Yes,
really
got it all
enjoy your
chopped.
new haircut. Very cute, very
I know.
chic. You're so ready for fall. You're ready to put on some sweaters and have some.
I love the fall, let me tell you. I am a sweater weather girl.
Sweater weather. I
A
love
sweater,
the sweater weather.
sweater weather.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, it's my favorite season by far. Love it. I love the crisp mornings. I love the sun when it comes out, but there's that nice little just chill in the air. I love the falling leaves. I love all of the comfort foods that come with the fall. And then it's kind of like that, we tend to hibernate a little bit
Mm,
more in the fall too, which
yeah,
is nice.
yeah.
So it's just a little slower pace of life and, not the craziness of you got to get it all done in the summertime because,
You're gonna lose your weather. Yeah. No,
yeah,
let's enjoy.
and
Let's
the
enjoy
daylight
the
too,
fall.
right? So the earlier nights and stuff, it's just cozy. It's
I know. I
cozy.
like the
And I
coziness.
like that.
Yes. And
Yeah.
we're almost fully moved into our place. So
Nice.
I'm gonna hibernate a little bit myself. You go and have a fantastic vacation with your hubby.
Thank you. Thank you. Looking
Enjoy
forward to it.
Europe. Wonderful.
I'll eat all of the bakery things for you.
Okay, that sounds good. I don't need it. So I will just I'll live vicariously through you.
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to that. So,
Wonderful. All right.
all
Well,
right.
thank you everyone for
Wonderful.
joining us for our amazing episode with Amos. And we look forward to next week when we're going to start our baking scrap recaps of season 9 of the Great Canadian Baking Show. It will be me and our lovely baker boys, Stephen Levitt and Vincent Chan, and Christina will join us as soon as she's back from her fantastic vacation. So
Yeah, I'll miss you guys in the meantime, but
I miss you.
have fun. I am so looking forward to actually watching the episodes while I'm away and getting caught up through your commentary. So it should be
Fantastic.
fun. It's
Look
always so
forward to
much
it.
fun connecting up with Stephen and Vincent as well. So
Definitely. I look forward to it. All right, everyone. We'll see you next week.
happy
Happy
baking.
baking. Oh, we did that like almost in unison.
We're getting so good.